Okay, so more information came out about Austin Simmons flipping from Florida to Ole Miss. Um, Here's an article written by Emily Smar of the Palm Beach Post. Uh, and she covers the interview that Austin Simmons' father David did with the Post, saying that Florida apparently had a 10 to 20% chance of retaining son's commitment, and he liked the situation they were in. Uh, Here it is. Here's a tweet of Austin Simmons announcing his decision on Ole Miss, saying, "Hey Oxford, I'm home." Hashtag Hotty Toddy. Uh, Here and then here it is. It says after hours after National Recruiting Service On Three reported that the 17-year-old class of the 2025 recruit had officially reclassified to the class of 2023 enrolled at Florida, his family stated the claims were not accurate. Well, him enrolling at Florida was inaccurate, but the part about him reclassing to 2023 that was spot on. Meanwhile, the Simmons family was in touch with attorneys playing the wait game to evaluate the best option for the highly touted quarterback. Florida's Florida was nice. Don't get it twisted, David Simmons said on Friday. But the school is too tough. The schedule is too tough, and they want DJ Lackway. So that statement right there means that if he flipped because of that, because Florida's scheduling was tough, and because they wanted DJ Lackway, that told me that this dude doesn't really. He wasn't ready to embrace the competition that was going to be at Florida. Now I know this is going to come across as copium or um, Florida fan like myself having hindsight or retroactive arrogance. But if he didn't want to come to Florida because the schedule was too tough and because Florida wanted another quarterback besides him, well then, quite frankly, that right there tells me that more than likely Austin Simmons would have just transferred away this if he felt like he wasn't getting enough reps or felt like he wasn't his time was running out on his possibility to be a starter. So I don't really classify this as a big loss for Florida now because it shows that this guy was not going to be 100% committed to competing at Gainesville and would rather take the easier route at Ole Miss, which, hey, if that's what he believes, if he believes that it's the best option for him, go ahead. Good luck to you in Oxford. I really do. Um, it says here Simmons knew no matter which recruiting class he reclassified to, he would be losing years of valuable eligibility in college. Therefore, the offer had to be just right, one that would serve him, should he take the bench behind current quarterbacks on the depth chart. Okay, so right there shows that okay, if I'm going to lose time of eligibility, then you know what? I need to go to a place where I could be an immediate starter right then and there. And he did not want to wait until 2025 to possibly be a starter at whatever college he was at because at that case he would have been I think he would have because it said here in this article that he is right now he is 17. Well, if he waited until 2025, he would more likely be 19 or 20. And I guess he wants to capitalize on his prime to play college football now rather than 2 years down the road, which I can't entirely fault him for that. Um, that's Ole Miss Simmons will eventually compete for the starting spot alongside Jackson Dark and new additions Spencer Sanders and Walker South. Okay, wait. So you would rather go to Ole Miss where they have all these quarterbacks, where they already have five quarterbacks on their roster, but at Florida you would have been the fourth guy next year. You would have been competing alongside DJ Lagway for a chance to be the starter in 2024. I don't understand the logic there. Because Ole Miss, they clearly have five quarterbacks, so you're competing against five other dudes. You're going to be the sixth man. At Florida, you could have been option one or option 1A had you waited a year from now. I don't understand why he would do that. Given Simmons' additional talents as a pitcher, the opportunities he would have on the mound will come into play too. Okay, that could possibly be a factor as well because DJ Lagway is also a baseball player and he wants to play baseball at Florida as well. So you know what, maybe that could factor in as well. Uh, you know, I just reading this now, it kind of softens the blow of him leaving. and him not wanting to be at Florida anymore because it shows that he would not have been committed to the grind that it would have taken for him to have a career in Gainesville to be a quarterback under Billy Napier and the Gators. And if that's the way he feels, I'm not mad about it. He's doing what's best for him. I don't think it's necessarily wrong for him to do, but I also don't think it's as big of a loss now as it did a few hours ago when the news just broke. Because now I realize, okay, he did not want to go through the competition that he would have had to have gone through at Florida, and he did not want to face the schedule that Florida would have had in 2024, which I get, but you still chose to go to an SEC school, and you're still going to be playing tough competition in the SEC. It's not like you're going to the ACC or even the Pac-12, because the Pac-12 right now is losing USC and UCLA, and from reports have been circulating a few weeks ago, Colorado and Arizona are looking to leave the Pac-12 as well. So, in my opinion, based on scheduling, I think it would have made more sense for you to go to the Pac-12 or the ACC than stay in the SEC and deal with the same competition you would have been dealing with at Florida. But hey, those are just my thoughts.